welcome to another episode of Worth the Calories. Yes, the series where moi here, Neil, aka the RLB, potentially waste my precious calories. So you lovely people don't need to. Yes, I take one for the team. Sometimes it's a chore, sometimes it's a pleasure. Who knows? Anyway, I'm kind of hoping this episode, episode 55, it's going to be a pleasure. We're doing pizza and ice cream. Woo! Who doesn't love pizza and ice cream? Possibly me, depending on how this goes. But basically, we've got 3 brand new ice creams in ALDI. We've got 2 brand new MyProtein pizzas in Iceland. So I thought, you know what? I normally do 5 reviews when it comes to worth the calories. So we'll do ice cream, pizza, ice cream, pizza, and we'll finish on ice cream. Yes. It's a sad time at the moment. The low-calorie ice creams from Aldi have gone, boom, out the window. Why? Because they're making room for Christmas stock. Because, of course, no one's bothered about losing weight in September, October, November, and the first 3 weeks of December, are they? But anyway, never mind, Aldi, we'll let you off. They better be back in January, especially that peanut one, because, oh my God, it's so good. I've got 1 tub left in the freezer. I'm going to savour it. Anyway, we've got brand new ice creams in. Birthday cake, cherry Bakewell, and red velvet cake. They're not low calorie, or they're not, the calories aren't stupid, but they're not a low calorie ice cream. They're all under 700 calories for the entire tub, which is better than something like a Ben & Jerry's, but still nowhere near as good as what we have been having with the old, you know me. If you've been watching this series, you know how much I love that peanut ice cream. Anyway, that's by the by, Neil. Get over it. It's gone. It'll be back in January. It better be back in January. I'm assuming it will be. Anyway, what we at here? This tub contains 5 scoops, apparently. And per scoop, which is 65 grams of ice cream, is 141 calories. We're not going to go into protein, fibre, or anything like that, because this isn't meant to be like a healthier ice cream or a lower calorie ice cream or a proteiny type of ice cream. No, it's just a ice cream. Anyway, so 141 times 5, 500, 700, 705 calories for the entire tub. Now, I've gone for this one first, and I'll tell you why. I am not a massive fan of... I've got no spoons. Hang on. I am in the dishwasher because I've not emptied it yet. Right. They are clean, by the way. I'm not a massive fan of birthday cake. Like, flavoured things. I don't know why. I don't know what it's meant to be. Like... Well, it's meant to be birthday cake, Neil. Yeah, but what is birthday cake? I know it's like icing. Is it kind of like school cake? You know, like the white sponge, white icing, sprinkles. Why do you call it school cake? Like, I know there's a picture of like a cake on there and it's just sponge frosting, is it? Sprinkles? Yeah, I don't know. I always think it's a bit like, I think it's a bit of a cop-out. I think it's a cop-out flavour. And that's why I've gone for it first, because it's the one I'm least excited about. The one I'm most excited about, I think it's the cherry Bakewell. So I think that's going to be last. So we're going to do, the pizzas, by the way, the MyProtein pizzas, they did some a bit ago. They've disappeared. They've brought them back. We've got a meat feast and we've got a chicken and ham MyProtein pizza. Anyway, ice cream first. I'll do pizza and ice cream tomorrow. Then I'm having a day's break. And then Thursday this week, this is Monday, by the way. I'll tell you what days I'm filming what. So Monday, we're just trying some birthday cake ice cream. Tuesday this week, we are trying, we're going to do pizza. I think I'm going to do the Meat Feast pizza with cherry Bakewell. So that's coming up. I don't know why I'm telling you this. You're going to see it shortly. And then Thursday, we're going to do chicken, barbecue chicken and ham pizza and cherry bake. Did I say cherry? Oh, it doesn't matter. You'll see it. Just keep watching the episode. Right. Let's get into the old birthday cake. Is there any description? Vanilla sponge flavoured dairy ice cream with a pink marshmallow sauce, a raspberry sauce, sponge cake pieces, and sugar sprinkles. Well, to be fair, that sounds pretty damn delightful. Where are my scales? They're here. Tell you why I'm putting them on the scales, because I'm going to zero it and I'm going to eat 65 grams worth, which is 141 calories, so it's easy to track. Right, let's get into it. Oh, I've had it out of the freezer 5 minutes or so and it's still pretty firm. Anyway, let's go. Okay, first impressions of that, it's raspberry ripple ice cream with sprinkles. That is what I'm going for. I've not had any cake pieces yet. I've had crunchy sprinkles, which add a bit of texture, I suppose, but it is a raspberry ripple ice cream, basically. It says there's cake pieces. Where? Right, I'm currently at 45 grams worth. You know what? It's all right. It's nothing that's absolutely blowing me away. It's just a pretty standard, like I say, raspberry ripple ice cream. Does it need to be with something? Yeah, I'm just eating it out of the tub. I'm at 60 grams once I've had this. This is 65 grams. Done and dusted. I actually quite like that. Again, I don't know what birthday cake is. It says it's vanilla sponge, marshmallow, cake pieces. It's raspberry ripple ice cream with some sprinkles in it, which is absolutely fine. Is it a bit boring? Yeah. But does it taste all right? Yeah. Does it need to be with something? Stick that with like a good chocolate. Go to Lidl, get a chocolate brownie. Couple of scoops of that, 280 calories. Chocolate brownie from Lidl, 290 calories. You got yourself a pretty damn tasty dessert. I'm not saying it's the best for the calories, but it's not bad. On its own, it's a bit boring. And I'm not sure if these aren't meant to be like, not a Ben and Jerry's as it were, but, you know, it's meant to be something you can just get a spoon and tuck into. I've had 65 grams of that, and I kind of had enough. But it would definitely be a decent ice cream, like I say, with a bit of chocolate cake or something like that. Or zhuzhed up in a sundae, bit of cookie crumbled on top, bit of squirty cream. But yeah, it's nice enough. Will I eat more of it? Yeah. Still don't think, you know, just call it raspberry ripple with sprinkles. ALDI, you didn't need to call it birthday cake because that's all it is. But it's nice. It's not blowing me away, but do I feel like I've let myself down for 140 calories eating that amount? No, quite enjoyed it. I love ice cream. So it's a fencer on the fence, 7 out of 10 worth of calories. Yeah. Rightio, next up for our pizza ice cream worth the calories episode. We've done ice cream. Now it's time for pizza, the brand new MyProtein Meat Feast pizza. 53 grams, high in protein, protein enriched base. And basically, what did I say there? 53 grams. Oh yeah, 53 grams of protein for 628 calories. Now for a pizza, that is pretty damn decent. I don't care. I get a lot of people when I put protein pizzas on social media. Oh, that's not high in protein. Blah, 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 blah. Well, put this in your pipe and smoke it, because this is high in protein. So yeah, 53 grams of protein for 628 calories. You're also getting 6.3 grams of fibre, which is pretty decent. I'm trying to find a little description. Normally have a little description. MyProtein Meat Feast pizza. Pizza base topped with Eat Lean cheese, tomato sauce topped with reformed smoked flavoured ham and added water, cooked diced chicken breast, spicy beef, jalapeno peppers. Pretty standard that for a Meat Feast pizza. The big thing is, does it taste good? How long is it going to take in the oven? Wow, it's an 18-minute. Better get it in because I am Hank Marvin. Right, let's stick this in the oven. I'll be back in 18 minutes. I'll be back like, just like that. As Tommy Cooper would say, if you're under like 35, 40, who the hell's Tommy Cooper? Google it, ask your mum and dad. Anyway, there we go. This is our MyProtein pizza. He said 18 to 20 minutes. I've done it for about 16. I tend to find if you give them the full length of time, it can make them rather cardboardy. So, just to repeat, a pizza base topped with Eat Lean cheese, tomato sauce, cooked reformed smoked flavoured ham with added water. Yummy. Cooked diced chicken breast, spicy beef, and jalapeno peppers. All the things to make a growing boy grow even more. Yes. Anyway, this is MyProtein's second attempt at a protein pizza. Their first attempt was pretty rubbish. I have reviewed them before. They disappeared quite quickly because I think a lot of people felt the way I did. They weren't the best pizzas at all. These look a bit more like the ALDI ones. Now, the big thing about these protein pizzas generally is always the base. A lot of people... you know, I'm all about that base. No treble. Yeah, a lot of people always find the base a bit of a funny consistency. They are, because they tend to load them with pea protein. As it says there, a protein-enriched base. If you're buying something like this and you are expecting it to just be a standard pizza with more protein in it, yeah, you're going to fall flat on your face. Anyway, there we go. I've got myself a little piece here. We've got some of that lovely reformed ham with added water, some chicken, some jalapenos. Oh, one's getting away. And let's give it a go. Oh! Aha! That's got a kick. That is lovely. You've done well, MyProtein. They've took the comments on board. Improved it no end. Very, very similar to the ALDI ones. Very similar base. The base is lovely, actually. In all honesty, maybe I've done well cooking it a little bit less than the time stated. But yeah, it's a million times better than the last base that they did. It doesn't actually taste, for me personally, and I'm quite used, you know, I suppose I am used to them, like a protein base, as it were. Really, really good. Plenty of topping, decent amount of cheese. It's got a right kick with them jalapenos, so you might want to whip them off if you're not into the old spice. But that is a marked improvement. And it's a decent size. The numbers are excellent. That is a tasty pizza. I'm looking forward to eating the rest of this. You're just going to get some hot honey on it. And it is going to get just a little smidge. A little smidge of salt. A little drizzle of the old hot honey. But without this little enhancement, it is still a banger. Yeah, I will definitely be having more of these. Really, really good. Fancy pizza, 600 calories. Good whack of protein in there. Oh, MyProtein, you've done well, Chief. We are going in with, what are we going in with? 8.9. Well worth the calories. Right, just finished that pizza, and we're going in with number 3. Ice cream pizza, back to ice cream. We're doing the red velvet. But while this defrosts ever so slightly, we're going to go back to talking about that pizza. 2 things I want to mention. Number 1, hotter than hell on earth. I love spice. Absolutely love it. Wow. That is honestly blown my mouth up. It is so fiery. They can't be jalapenos. Honestly, they're like the mildest chili. My mouth is still absolutely burning. Maybe it didn't help that I put some hot honey on it as well, but hot honey actually isn't that spicy, but wow, super hot. And after finishing it, I'm upping my score to a 9.2. It was delicious. Really, really good. Really enjoyed it. For me personally, I didn't feel like the base tasted like a protein base at all. It had a nice crisp to it. 16, 17 minutes in the oven though. Don't do it for 20. All right. Yeah, really enjoyed that pizza. Very, very good. Right, so we're on the red velvet. So we've got 3 specialty ice creams. We've done the birthday cake one. This is number 2 of the one that I fancy. The one that I'm most excited about is the cherry Bakewell. So we're going to save the best till last. Who knows? The one I most fancy till last. Anyway, this is 140 calories per scoop. There's 5 scoops in the tub. So we are talking 700 calories for the entire tub if you decide to polish it off. I ain't doing that. Tub on the scales hit 0. Now when I take the tub off, every time I take ice cream out of it and put it back on the scale, it'll tell me what I've removed because I want 65 grams, which is 1 scoop, 140 calories. Red velvet. Vanilla sponge flavoured dairy ice cream with red velvet cake pieces and red velvet style sauce. I never actually know what flavour red velvet's meant to be, if I'm being honest with you. A bit like the one yesterday. What's birthday cake flavour meant to be? I don't know what red velvet like. Is it strawberry? Is it raspberry? It's just red velvet, Neil. Right, okay. Anyway, we're going in. Let's have a do. I'm going in quick because my mouth's still on fire. If I open this, it's going to calm me down a little bit. That's nice. It's quite subtle. To be honest with you, maybe I should be eating them side by side. I don't feel it's massively different to the birthday cake one. I won't be surprised if they've used... Was that vanilla sponge ice cream? I think it was, wasn't it? I think they just used the same ice cream and then put different sponge pieces in and maybe a slightly different sauce. So the birthday cake one was like raspberry ripple. This is maybe a bit more strawberry, like strawberry sauce based. It is very nice. It is a really nice ice cream. But again, maybe a little bit boring. Would be good with a chocolate brownie or something like that. It's not like a Ben & Jerry's where you just want to eat the tub on its own. Keep digging into if there's anything that's going to pop out and surprise me. There isn't. I'm 45 grams in. I've got 20 to go. I've got a bit more cake in this one, I think. Where are we at now? We're at 54. And we're at 66 grams. We'll take that. Yeah, very similar to the birthday cake one. It's just a nice ice cream. There's nothing that's made me go, oh my God, I need to buy that again. But likewise, will I be happy to have it again? Yeah. Like I say, it needs pairing with something. I was kind of expecting a little bit like... Yeah, a little bit Ben & Jerry's where you could just eat the top. You don't need to add anything to it, you know, especially with having cake pieces in there. But no, it's just birthday cake's a bit more raspberry ripple. I think that's a bit more strawberry ripple, maybe. Very, very similar. And for that reason, I'm going to score it the same. 7 out of 10. Yeah, it's worth the calories. It's another day on Worth the Calories. And we're back to pizza. We've done ice cream. We've done pizza. We've done ice cream. Back to pizza, yeah. Barbecue chicken and ham pizza from MyProtein. Brand new in. We'll have reformed watered ham or whatever it was on the other one. What have we got on this one? They never make it easy to see like the descriptions. A pizza base. topped with cooked barbecued chicken breast, eat lean cheese, a barbecue-style tomato sauce, cooked reformed smoked flavoured ham, diced red onion, and roasted red peppers. Fingers crossed, it's not quite as... Look, I love spicy food, but the old jalapenos on the Meat Feast, they blew my head off. Anyway, this one definitely isn't going to be as spicy. Calorie-wise, 609 calories, so a bit less than the Meat Feast. 51 grams of protein for 609 calories. Very, very good. What's the feedback been from social media from the picture I put up? Do you know what? I'm not too sure. Oh, it's got plenty of filling on it. Same size as the other one, 355. Might be slightly bigger. About 100 grams more, though, than like the ALDI protein pizzas. So not many more calories, but certainly a bigger portion. Right. Let's get this. How long does it take? The other one was 18 to 20. This is 18 to 20. We're going to give it 16. So I shall be back. Same as the other one, really. I'll be back instantly, but I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying to sort my bloody pizza. Yeah. I'll be back straight away, but it will be in 16 minutes' time. So fast forward to the future. And here we go. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to tilt it so it doesn't slide off the board. There's a lot of juice. A lot of juice coming off there, off the old pizza. Anyway, barbecue chicken and ham pizza. What was it? 609 calories, 51 grams of protein. So the numbers are absolutely superb. The big thing is, how does it taste? That is always the big question. It has to be one of the biggest contributing factors to, is it worth the calories? Do you know, it's loaded with topping. Loaded with topping. It certainly feels like it's got a lot more topping on it. But it's obviously got like chicken, peppers, red onion. It is a touch watery. Also, maybe my fault a little bit. All the topping was piled up very high in the middle. Hard to move it around when it's frozen to the pizza, but it would have been better if the topping had been a little bit more spread out. I'm just being pedantic there anyway. Anyway, here's your pizza. Loads of chicken, loads of ham, some veggies on there as well. I assume the base is exactly the same as the Meat Feast one, so we know that's going to be pretty decent. Let's give it a go. I also really like that base. It's had a bit of a slating on social media, but it's very, very similar to the ALDI protein pizza base. Lovely tangy tomato sauce. An alright bit of cheese on there because it's eat lean, which is very low calorie and packs a bit of protein in it. I'm going to compare it to the Meat Feast one. I've added a little bit of Susie, which I think the chicken definitely needs. Let's give this one another bite. It's nice. It's a little bit bland. A bit of Susie on there definitely improves things. A little drizzle of extra barbecue sauce would as well. But as it stands, 609 calories, 51 grams of protein. The numbers are brilliant. It tastes good. For me personally, it's not as good as the Meat Feast, but it is still a very decent attempt at a high protein pizza. Am I going to polish the rest of this off quite happily? Yes. Would I buy another one? I probably would, to be honest with you, just because, you know, it's not as good as the Meat Feast, but it is good. And variety is the spice of life. What did I give the Meat Feast? Did I change it to over a 9? That isn't getting that score. That's getting an 8 out of 10. And it is worth the calories. And now the end is near. And so I face the final ice cream. We've done 2 pizzas, we've done 2 ice creams. And this is the ice cream I've been most looking forward to. Birthday cake was all right. Red velvet was all right. I'm hoping this is going to be a banger, and a few people on social media have said the cherry Bakewell is a banger. I absolutely love almond. I absolutely love cherry. Surprisingly enough, I love cherry Bakewell. So I've got high hopes for this one. So exactly the same as the other two. A fifth, there's 5 scoops in here, so a fifth of the tub, 65 grams, is 134 calories. So it's actually the lowest calorie one, only a smidge, of the 3 ice creams. But anyway, I've got a little description. Almond and pastry flavour, dairy ice cream with pastry pieces and red cherry ripple. There we go. Let me zero. Let me get my spoon. Let me get my ice cream. And let's get stuck in. Absolutely gutted. I am absolutely gutted. Why am I absolutely gutted? It's flipping icy. So basically it's defrosted somewhere in transportation or while it's been sat on the shop floor in Aldi, and then they've refrozen it. It's not smooth, it's not creamy. It's crunchy because it's flipping icy. I'm still eating it. I'm still eating it. The flavour is really nice. The flavour hasn't wowed me though. There's none of these 3 ice creams where I'd want to just smash the tub in. Like I've said before, like a Ben & Jerry's where you get a cookie dough or something like that, you just want to get a spoon and work your way through the whole tub. It's nice. The flavour isn't, it hasn't wowed me. I suppose a bit like the other two. The issue I've kind of got with this one is, I don't know what to pair it with. The red velvet one and the birthday cake one were quite neutral in a way. They were both versions of raspberry ripple. One was more raspberry ripple, the birthday cake, and the other one was like more strawberry ripple, I suppose. Whereas this one, obviously it's almond, it's got like a cherry ripple going through it. And yeah, unless you were going to have it with a cherry Bakewell or something like that, which you just really wouldn't have. And I don't want to eat the whole tub. The fact it's icy is disappointing, and I don't feel I can judge it fairly because it does take away from the flavour a little bit and the enjoyment of it a little bit. But even if it wasn't icy, it would just be an alright ice cream. It's not bad again by any means. It's tasty. But yeah, I'm just going to go like the other two. I'm not disappointed eating it. Would I buy that again though? Oh, that is a tough question because like I say, with the birthday cake and red velvet, if I had the red velvet one with a chocolate brownie, warm chocolate, I think that would just take it up a level. Birthday cake, similar. I don't think I'd eat that with a warm chocolate brownie because it's a bit too much of a random flavour. Loads of people said this was the best one on social media, and I'm not just doing this because it's icy, which is, yeah, it's a bit disappointing. Yeah, it hasn't wowed me. It needs to be one of them ice creams, that flavour where you're just happy to eat the tub without anything. And in all honesty, I'm not, and I wouldn't buy that again. It's not bad by any means, but it just falls short for me. So it's going to get a 6 out of 10, and we're finishing up with not worth the calories. And that's it for another episode. Absolutely gutted to do it because I hate wasting food, but the cherry Bakewell has ended up in the bin. If it hadn't have been icy, I would have eaten the rest of the tub. Not now, but I would have worked my way through it and just wouldn't have bought it again. But the fact it's icy, I don't want to eat any more of it. Aldi, shame on you. To be fair to Aldi, if I took that back, even defrosting and went, it was frozen, they would swap it. Aldi are brilliant at doing that. If you are unhappy with any product, take it back. They just swap it or refund it. They don't even question it. Anyway, that's it for another episode of Worth the Calories. Have you tried any of those products? If you have, let me know. Do you agree with what I've said? Is there any products that you're looking forward to trying? Have I changed your mind on anything? And you're like, oh, I really want the cherry Bakewell ice cream deal, and now I'm not going to get it. You know the drill. Let me know in the comments. And yeah, till next time, make sure everything you eat is worth the calories, and make sure you boss your weight loss.